right, everyone. So we're live today. So we'll be discussing about the World Cup group stage recap. We're gonna recap the group stage. We're gonna do like a short recap. We're not gonna spend out. We'll do like maybe like 30 minutes, and then for the next hour, we will be previewing the round of 16. The round of 16 is finally here, and yeah, should be interesting. Remember, guys, I did just do a video a few minutes ago of my reactions to the games today. So yeah, if you guys want to join, I put the link on my YouTube community page. I put the link on my Discord server and also on my Twitter page, so you guys can check all those links out, all those places out, if you want to join. So I'm not going to DM you individually. So check check my profile pages and all those platforms. So Rank, thank you for joining. You seem pretty excited, man. You seem pretty excited.
I am. For many people, this is where the World Cup starts, the knockouts, when it's do or die for every single nation. Half of the nations that have qualified are already eliminated, and the rest have to fight for that trophy. They have 4 massive games remaining until they get there, so it's gonna be interesting to see who shows up and who goes home in the end.
Yeah. So interesting.
By the way, I'm not gonna be here the whole stream because I might have to go later because I'm gonna do something with Jersey Boy and Ryan.
Okay, good. All right, thank you for letting me know now. I guess. Hello. Okay. So, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and do the Let's wait a few minutes for people to join. We'll start like the 5th minute mark. I'll put timestamps in the description below. So maybe we'll start 3 minutes. We'll start. So intro.
Today I'm happy. Today I'm really happy.
Yeah. We know.
Not because of that. It's just
we know.
Now the group stage is over, and that's pretty nice to be honest. Because now we have the knockouts, which is even more intense. Oof. USA.
I mean, the group stage has been very insane so far. Like, it's gonna be hard to top this, but the knockouts.
Imagine we have Australia versus USA in the next round. Ooh! Imagine they both go through. Ooh! USA. No, I'm joking.
All right. Yeah. Let me go ahead and tell people live.
Be that hyped.
All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Seems like you guys are here. Let me read some of the first comments. So, AD question mark Sebastian. Okay. Forza Barca says all Swiss needed goal is to go to more to concede one less. We could have had Brazil Portugal round of 16. Oh my God.
That's all I needed. Like Brazil and Argentina to be on opposite sides of the bracket, so we could have that final. But no, Switzerland didn't want to score another.
Yeah, Switzerland, man. Why couldn't you, man?
I just went into FIFA and opened a pack, just, screw it. And I packed Argentinian player. Really?
Wow.
Is that because Rank is here? Is that the Argentinian luck? It's Pallavicino from...
I just realized I should be wearing my USA jersey. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to wear my USA jersey.
Yeah, so I could pack a... I'm going to discard most of it. Yo, I got the Universidad Católica kit. Okay. Wow, I packed an Argentinian player while you were here.
Pallavicino is a River Plate player, right?
I should do it after. I should open a pack when the rank is on the stream, so I could probably pack Messi sometime.
Or Lucero.
All right. Guys, I got my USA jersey here. USA jersey.
USA.
All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So I think we're going to go ahead and just start with groups. I don't know if more people are going to join. If they do join, we're just gonna go move on. So sucks to be you, man. Sucks to be you. So.
And also to everyone who's want to join, the link is in the community post, by the way. We did a community post. So I don't know if AD has said it, but it's in the community post. And also USA, USA, USA. I'm too hyped
right.
for Berhalter versus Van Gaal. Ooh.
All right, let's go ahead and start. Let's go ahead and start with Group A, shall we? So, okay, like I said, guys, keep the group stage recap concise because I want to keep this stream an hour and 30 minutes. So if we have a lot, if we talk too much, we won't be able to get around to 16 because I want to preview both. So keep your guys' thoughts minimal. So, all right, so let me go ahead and present share screen here. Okay, so let's start with the first group here, and Matt, thank you for joining. So let's start with the first group. Yeah, welcome, Matt.
From the first group, at least from the nations that advanced, I believe everyone expected the Netherlands to top, but I think we expected the Netherlands to be a bit more convincing in this group. Like against Senegal, they struggled a lot. Against Ecuador, they deserved to lose, honestly. And their only convincing game was against Qatar, who were the only team to get 0 points here. Actually, Canada as well. But either way, Qatar is probably the worst team in the tournament. So it's hard to rate how the Netherlands have been performing because it feels like Frenkie de Jong and Cody Gakpo has been carrying this team for the most part. It's hard to rate them at the moment. As for Senegal, they showed a lot of personality and experience against Ecuador, and they are a difficult team to mess with. So I feel like they deservedly got to the round of 16, and it's going to be exciting to see how they do.
Yeah. Anyone else want to?
Yeah.
Anyone else? Anyone else I want to give their thoughts on this one? If you do have thoughts on this group, please keep it concise because I want to get to the round of 16.
So I predicted this group. This is one of the groups I predicted perfectly.
Yeah, same here. I think I have my perfect prediction.
Absolute. Qatar, useless. Never gonna be in any other World Cups. Ecuador, they have to focus on the next thing they are gonna do, which is Copa America in 2024. And then Netherlands, best team in their group. Senegal, without Sadio Mane. I knew Senegal wasn't okay. They struggled a bit, but without Sadio Mane, I knew they were gonna go through because the players have shown they can do it without Sadio Mane. That he isn't a huge loss for them. The players performing very well, very very good group, good teams who deserve to go through. Sorry, Ecuador.
All right. Matt, do you have any comments?
Yes, Ecuador. Well, they had two very good first two games, but then I just thinking against Senegal they were just outmatched, and then so for Senegal they did get better and better throughout the group. The Dutch, as Reg said, haven't been the most convincing, but they're still getting, results. The table overall was about right, and Qatar haven't really done anything of note.
Yeah. So J2S, I see you joined as well. So do you have any thoughts on this group?
The only thoughts I have is I think Ecuador were a little bit unlucky, and I think the Netherlands didn't play as well as they could have, but they topped the group, so they'll be playing America tomorrow. So, yeah.
All right. Thank you guys for keeping your thoughts concise. I know you guys have a lot to say, but we have a lot to go through, so we can't linger on too long, So let's go to Group B, man. Group B.
Perfectly predicted again. Let's go. USA.
Yeah, I didn't call this one correct, like at all. I think I predicted the USA to get 0 points, and they completely proved me wrong. The USA have been playing some great football in the first half. In the second half is another story because their players seems to gas out, and Greg Berhalter, even though Greg has been putting up some very decent lineups, he doesn't make the best substitutions, and it seems to really hurt the team in the second half, where they've been struggling. They could have gone out to Iran, being perfectly honest, in that second half. There were many chances where Iran could have scored a goal to equalize. But the USA, even with all these young players, have been showing a lot of personality and are managing to pull out very impressive results. So it's going to be a very 50-50 match against the Netherlands, in my opinion. As for England, they only had one unconvincing game against the USA. The other two games, they won them fairly easily. And in the last game, I think that Phil Foden showed that he should be starting for England over Mason Mount. I hope that Southgate was taking note of that, because now he has an issue where he doesn't know if he's going to start Rashford or Saka in that place, but Foden has to start 100%. And England, they are looking good. They are looking like they could potentially make another deep run if things go their way.
Could
Yeah.
I add something?
All right.
Obviously, football finished first and soccer came second. But really, who wins in that department where England 0 and USA were 0? Who wins, soccer or football? That's the problem. But both teams very good.
Stalemate.
True. The best game in this group, in my opinion, Wales versus Iran. In my opinion, the best game in this group. I know people will say England, Iran, but in my opinion, it's Wales, Iran. Both teams fought that much in that game, and obviously Iran with the 2 late goals. I think Iran deserves to be in the second place ahead of USA. Sorry, AD, but I think I'm not really that convinced by USA in this group, either with Iran, but that goal by the LeBron James of soccer, Pulisic, he sent USA through, and as USA said before the tournament, they're coming to the World Cup to win it. And I don't know, if you beat Netherlands, I might believe in it, but you ain't winning the World Cup. USA.
I'll go next.
Okay. Yeah, you could go next.
So on the third game, England, they look. I'd say they were passable in the first half, but still more was needed to be done. And in the second half, they steamrolled Wales. Wales were as weak as whatever your ideal adjective for weak would be. A fantastic goal from Rashford. I think it was. I forgot who won the ball back, but then gave it to Harry Kane, who supplied Phil Foden very well. Another goal from Rashford. England dominated that second half, and then Iran just they didn't get their game plan right against USA, and they went behind and suffered the consequences for it. But looking at the group overall, England, I'd say, were fantastic in the first and third game. Who knows? Things could have changed against the USA had Southgate reacted correctly. But overall, I'd say England were deserved winners when you consider all 3 games together. Wales were disappointing from a competitive point of view, and as for the other 2 teams, it came down to that last game, and USA were ultimately the team that's going to be going through to play the Netherlands.
Yeah. All right, J2S, any thoughts on this group?
I think the team that played the best football came second in this group, because I didn't think England played that well through this tournament. I mean, Iran bottled it the very first game. They got outplayed by the United States, and Wales is Wales. I don't expect much from them. They've only got Bale, and that's about it.
All right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Nobody expected Iran to draw, or even probably draw, but to win against England, Iran would never have done it. So they didn't.
USA had a bad second half against Wales.
Iran did not really bottle it. It was USA who scored a goal, and if let's say USA had conceded 2 goals after that, they would have bottled it. Iran is not the bottlers. They were actually unlucky that second half.
They got their game plan wrong in the first game though, because they let England just play whatever they wanted.
Yeah,
But
and
it's England. It's England. Look at the team they have.
I think it means because I think for me Iran were way too defensive in the first half against USA. Way too defensive. I think that's what ultimately cost them.
And then obviously in the second half they came through attacking. Like this is the problem with obviously USA in this group. They were first half FC, where it's only the first half you perform and then second half.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know what happened. And same with Iran. They perform in the second half, but not in the first half. And England overall perform, I think, the most in the second half for categories, but overall expected group, obviously with USA second. Okay, no, I'm not gonna say it this time, but you know, this is a group where I screwed up in the group C. I put Argentina first, which is correctly. I put Mexico second, Saudi Arabia third, and Poland fourth. I'm not happy with myself with that prediction, but at least Argentina went through. Messi, the GOAT. The only thing I like about Argentina, and also Lucero, who was there in the last game, and that's why Argentina won. The Lucero luck. So I think Mexico, they're not. Obviously, people expected them to do even better because of, you know, the thing they have in the qualifiers. But the problem for Mexico, they did not take Jimenez from who did they play for? PSV or Feyenoord? I'm not sure.
Feyenoord.
Probably
Right.
Feyenoord. I think
Santiago Jimenez.
But yeah, Santiago Jimenez. And then Linus. That was the stupidest thing they could have done. Leave out Linus because he's a player who goes one-on-one, who can get past players, and you know, it's funny how Saudi Arabia won the first game but still finished the fourth, and Argentina lost the first game but finished first. So this was a weird group, to be honest. And obviously, shout out to Saudi Arabia. I'm sad they did not win through. I wanted to see Saudi Arabia, France, and Saudi Arabia to win, but you know.
All right, Rank.
Mexico's trash. Enzo Fernandez, come to Liverpool.
All right, thank you there for that, Sebastian. Rank, it's your group, man. This must have been a painful. This must roller coaster group for you.
It was a roller coaster, yeah. I think I got the prediction of the group correctly, but I didn't expect it to play like this at all. I mean, the results are all fairly expected, except for obviously Argentina losing to Saudi Arabia. That result threw the group out of whack. But yeah, I got asked a lot of times if I still had faith that we would pull through, and I always said yes. And the players showed up against Mexico, especially in the second half. In the first half, we were pretty dreadful, but in the second half against Mexico, we showed that we have still the quality and the personality to compete in this World Cup. Against Poland, we completely dominated, but also because Poland are a very trash team, honestly. Mexico gotta feel so bad for not getting out of this group. Like, Mexico are so much better than Poland. I don't care what people say. If Mexico had that striker that they need, they would have beaten Poland 100%. But Tata Martino decided to call 10 midfielders, including Guardado and Herrera, who are basically dinosaurs at this point, and they didn't call Jimenez and Lainez, obviously, and ended up going to the World Cup with Raúl Jimenez, who was injured and out of form, Henry Martin, who is a Liga MX striker, pretty average, and Ramiro Funes Mori, who's basically a walking meme in Argentina. So yeah, Mexico really lacked that finishing, and they had to score one more goal against Saudi Arabia. They needed to win that game against Poland. They couldn't do either. yeah, they are going out by just one goal, and Poland go through playing terrorist football all 3 games, which made me very sad, honestly, because I think Poland didn't deserve to go through. But well, they got the results they needed, I guess, and they'll probably lose to France anyway now. As for Argentina, yeah, we basically revived in that game against Mexico, and now we are getting progressively better with each game. And I expect us to have a good game against Australia. And as we keep ramping up, and these players like Alexis McAllister and Enzo Fernandez keep showing up, I think we are in a position to make a very good run in this World Cup. I'm very excited.
All right. Matt's channel. Give your quick thoughts on this group.
I'd say over the course of the 3 games, Argentina deserved to top the group. In that last game, I'd say they were in control overall. Had to fight to beat Mexico. As Sebastian was saying, I feel so bad for Saudi Arabia, the fact that they didn't get in there. Especially in that first game, they did so well, and they I didn't really see enough of the game against Mexico, but they put up a good performance against Poland. And as for Poland, the only thing I'm actually looking forward to from them is that in the round of 16 is their national anthem.
True.
All right. J2S, do you have any thoughts on this group?
I feel sorry for Mexico out of all the teams, because Poland against Argentina didn't do anything, because it was disciplinary points before Saudi Arabia scored. So they're doing nothing. They're just letting Argentina play the ball. It was just ridiculous. I feel sorry for Mexico, but their manager did brick up this tournament. He didn't pick his best strikers. He picked a half-fit Jimenez up front and Lozano, who's washed now. But Chavez scored a really good free kick in the last game against Saudi Arabia. That was a good goal. That's only positive they can take.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? Al-Dafsari scored more goals this World Cup than Lewandowski this group stage. That's weird. Lewandowski is pretty much not a World Cup player, in my opinion. Let's see
what he does against France.
True. Probably losing 5-0.
Yeah. Anyways, let me give my quick thoughts on this one real quick. Mexico, for me, they turned too late. Like, the game against Saudi Arabia, they were really good. But I don't know what Mexico I saw against Argentina and Poland. That Mexico team looks way different to the one against Saudi Arabia, because they actually looked really good in that game. Like, I don't know what happened. Like, I don't know why. And why is Hector Herrera still starting for the national team? This guy is average. This guy is a very average player. And I don't know, man. Like, there's a lot of issues with, and Edson Alvarez apparently got dropped too, which is also really stupid. Like, I don't know what's happening. Like, it seems like there's a lot of internal and confederation issues with this, federation issues with this Mexican team.
He started versus Saudi Arabia, by the way.
No, I know, but like, I don't think he started against Mexico.
Against Argentina, he didn't start.
Oh, I'm sorry, Argentina. That's what I meant. My bad. Yeah, against Argentina. My bad. So, yeah. All right, let's read some of the comments. I haven't really read up to the comments, so let me go ahead and read.
You're muted.
Okay. Mexico should have been in the last 16 in place of Poland. Chicharito is better than Lewandowski, no cap. Funes Mori. Saudi player need to return to the Rolls Royce. I hate Martino. I'm glad he's out. I hope Vega goes to a big club like Madrid or Nottingham. I think Madrid's. I don't think
a bit too much.
Nottingham, yeah, that'd be a good one actually.
A big club like Nottingham.
Yeah, Madrid, no. Just no. All right. Best goal of the group stage. I'm saying Al Desori, to be honest.
I think the Chavez goal was the best goal of the tournament.
Yeah, fair enough. Lowe, as much as I want to clown him, he really has no support in Poland. Respect to Porto, Atletico legend. I don't think he's a legend, but okay. Anyways,
in Mexico,
let's go ahead. I don't think he's Atleti or Porto legend. Okay. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on to Group D, guys.
Oh my God.
You know what I wanted? I wanted Jersey Boy to be here so we could talk about France, but no.
Okay, now, how many of us had Denmark going through? I had Denmark going through.
If I speak, I'm in big trouble.
Yeah,
I think
the
everyone
table.
had.
My table was
If
the
I
opposite way
speak-
around to what this is. So I had Denmark,
Oh.
Tunisia, Australia, then France.
Oh,
So mine's
no.
completely the wrong way.
France, Denmark, Australia, Tunisia.
I thought France
If-
should suffer the World Cup curse, but it just never went through, man.
The curse were never gonna happen unless Peru made it.
I'm
Just
still.
Peru.
I mean, but Australia did the job. Like, the ones that didn't turn up were the ones that were supposed to be there. Like, Peru won't change a damn thing.
You know what? I enjoy Denmark losing this group fourth because they were clowning Sweden, and we would have been second in that group with Argentina, Mexico, Poland, and Saudi Arabia. We would have been
Yeah.
second. So
Yeah.
screw Denmark. Yes, they lost, and to be honest, I did not expect Denmark to finish fourth. Like, this Denmark team is much better than better squad basically than Tunisia and Australia. But shout out to Australia, very the Aussies,
Yeah.
or the Kangaroos.
The
Yeah,
Kangaroos.
big shout out to Australia. Like, everyone doubted them. Everyone said they
And let's
shouldn't be
hope they
here.
beat
But
Argentina as well.
okay,
Alright.
and
Man,
but I'm still
World
trying
Cup.
to understand what happened to this Denmark team. Like, they look so good in the Euros, in the Nations League, in the qualifiers. They look so good for so long with so many good players. Like, every single player in the starting 11 of Denmark plays in a big league, basically. They are all top level players, and they seem to work together so hard. They had a good chemistry, good partnership, and they just didn't show up. They played so bad the entire World Cup. They couldn't finish a single chance, and their only goal was a header from a defender in a set piece. Like, what this Denmark put out in the World Cup is so embarrassing. But still, full credit to the Aussies for making it through, to getting those counter-attack goals. That Lecky goal against Denmark was pure class, dribbling through the Danish defense. And also props to France, who looked amazing in the first two games and then lost with their B team to Tunisia. But the first two games, they looked amazing, and Mbappe especially looked amazing. So I expect them to have a very easy time against Poland, maybe like 4 or 5 goals. I don't know.
You guys know what happened? France started the World Cup curse,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they
yeah, we know.
ended it. So it was inevitable that it was gonna be France gonna win this group and stop the curse.
All right, Mats. Yeah. Mats, give me your quick thoughts.
All right.
We're already at 20 minutes.
Well, I will say I didn't get any of the order of the groups correct, but I did. Well, I had Tunisia's position correctly, and France, it was a bit 50-50 whether they'd finish first or not. But Denmark, I think they have been the flop team of the tournament, considering the quality of the teams France aside they were up against, and also the fact they didn't win a single game, plus only scoring 1 goal. So they're very disappointing. They did okay against France, and France got the job done in the first 2 games. I mean, unless I'm missing something within the law, I couldn't really see anything wrong with that Griezmann offside goal. And then as for Australia, well, you've got to take your hat off for them. As Renk said, very highly underestimated. Even majority of the people didn't back them against Peru, but they've got here. They've even knocked Denmark, and now they're in a position where they play Argentina in the round of 2. Of course,
Mats, you're a bit too far away from the mic. Can you come closer?
Did you miss anything I might have said?
No, we heard. It's just that it was hard to hear.
Yeah,
because you were
kind
too
of.
far off. Yeah. All right. I think it's good now. It's
Okay.
good
Well, Lecky and Uka, just two players worth noting. Even Jamie McLaren's a good player who I just fantastic, massive credit to Australia, and let's see what they can do against Argentina.
Yeah. All right, J2S. Any quick thoughts?
Yeah, Denmark are one of the biggest flops of this tournament behind Germany. They're my top three are Belgium, Denmark, and Germany, of course. That's all I got to really say. I said everything else before.
All right. Yeah, I'll just quickly chime in. Yeah, Denmark for me were disappointing. I feel like when so many people, I feel like we overhyped them, and I think maybe the Ericsson thing in the Euros is why they went so far, because they were fighting for a cause, right? And for this one, they didn't have that motivation. Maybe they just needed that oomph. They just never got going this World Cup, And for me, the only player that was actually good for Denmark in all three games was Christensen. Everyone else on the team was disappointing.
Yeah, and he scored a goal. So
yeah, and I don't understand why Casper Human doesn't try Poulsen out. I just don't understand.
Dolberg is awful. Oh my god.
Yeah. I mean, Dolberg's not been good. Braithwaite's not been good. Try Poulsen, man. Try something different. Stop being the same thing.
The goat hasn't been.
Cornelius as well hasn't been good.
Yeah.
Braithwaite hasn't been good since he left Barca. That's sad.
Yeah. So, anyways, let's go to Group E, guys. Let's go to Group E. Actually, let me read some comments. Let me read some comments before we move on. Oh, Albert has joined us. So, we know what you want to talk about. Let me read some more comments. Okay. Oh, Matt, this is a comment for you. Albert says, after the USA-England game, do you think England could have used Robinson or Musa?
I'll say yes to Robinson. Maybe with Musa.
They both won't downgrade from Berhalter to Southgate.
Okay. Anyways, hey, so yeah, I predicted it, man. Yeah, that was.
Don't worry, you weren't the only person that predicted Denmark to go to the final.
No,
yeah, that might be.
It's not as mental as Michael. He predicted Denmark, Serbia in the semifinal. Just pointing it out there. Michael, if you see it, don't block me. Don't be mad.
Yeah, but anyways, that was a crazy prediction, and I gotta hold my head in shame. That was a terrible prediction from me. I gotta admit that was a huge L. So yes, unfortunately, I did.
I know why. This group, if let's say Peru made it, the other teams would have been scared, and that's why Peru did not wanna, get the other team scared, because Peru would win this group.
All right, last comment before we move to Group E. Albuquerque says Denmark are Disney Plus merchants. All right, that's actually
no idea what that means.
Yeah,
I can kind of understand what he means with that.
Yeah, Disney
Plus.
Plus.
Yeah, it's like a fairy tale thing. Disney Plus people watch.
Oh
yeah, people watch Marvel movies, and then obviously some other shit on that. Or
all right, let's move on, guys. Group E, guys.
That's just given me a thought. That's just given me a thought.
Oh my!
So
when the Danish fans look at yours and Mike's predictions, they wish they could be part of that world.
All right, Group E, guys.
Oh my goodness! What at one point in 3 minutes, Spain and Germany were out. And that's when I was happy. But when Germany scored 2-2, I was fuming. Costa Rica, 4th. I predicted them 4th. Japan, I predicted them 2nd. I think Japan was the best team in this group. By miles. I don't think Spain was that good. Obviously, they beat Costa Rica with 7-0. Even Sweden could beat Costa Rica 7-0. What the heck? Germany flop once again. 2018 went out in a group with South Korea, Sweden, Mexico. the German team is finished. As Steve said in his stream, he was pissed, really mad. And obviously I talked to him after, and he was still mad. Germany, the problem is they thinking too much about the politics this World Cup. They did not focus on the football at all. That's why they went out. It's their fault. Kai Havertz turned up after like 5 years of non-existent, or 3 or 4 or something like that. Keylor Navas, he can't save them every time. He can't save Costa Rica every time. And John Campbell, probably the best match of his career versus Germany. And to be honest, most of people predicted Germany and Spain, I believe. But people, when they underestimate Japan, it's their fault. Japan put the sword to the heart of Spain and Germany and stabbed them and said, you ain't getting past, or you should not pass. I think Japan could be a dark horse. People said Serbia and Denmark dark horse. The real dark horses is Japan and Morocco. So obviously Germany has to focus on youth. That's what Steve said in his stream. I tried to remember things he said, but he said that the only players for Germany who gets a plus in this World Cup, Neuer, Rudiger, Kimmich, and he said one more, but he said those three. No. So that was garbage this World Cup. He has been eating too much McDonald's. Yeah, Goretzka he said, I believe, and then he said Sane for someone. But Germany is finished. They need to focus on the next World Cup. Bring youth into the team and rebuild from that.
All right. Everyone else, please make the comments quick. Please give your thoughts quick, because we're already 38 minutes, so we need to get to round of 16 quickly.
Well, I think you still need to give massive credit to Costa Rica for what they did. Like, they lost the first game 7-0. It was dreadful, and they picked themselves back up. They had a horrible game against Japan, and they still won it. They got the result, and for a moment they were beating Germany. They were almost making the dream happen. So I don't know, props to Costa Rica for almost making it, I guess. Germany, very disappointing finish once again, but massive props to Japan, who I think played the best football in this group and deservedly got first place. Spain, I'm excited to see how they do in the knockouts, because I feel like they are still a really good team, but they need to show up consistently. If they don't consistently get those results, it's going to be hard for them to do anything in this World Cup. In the knockouts, you have one bad game and you're out. There's no other way around it. So Spain has to really step it out in the knockouts.
Yeah. All right. Anyone else wants to give their thoughts? I'm probably not going to go by group. So anyone else wants to? Okay, Matt.
I'll go next. So I won't speak much in the following group. Costa Rica, they had a bad start, but I thought that then they got a good result against Japan, and then had some good spells against Germany. Spain, well, that big win in the first game was critical, and that's got them in the top two. Japan, give them a lot of credit. The way they responded and beat Germany. Obviously, the second game was disappointing, and then the third game, I was delighted for them the way that they won, especially from behind again. I thought the 3-4-3 system that they played was going to be problematic. Well, not from the start, but based on how it was going the first half. But they stuck with it, and the players actually got that win out of them. And I'd say they dominated Spain overall in that second half, given that I think all I can really remember chance-wise for Spain is they had like a one-on-one near to the right post that got saved, and for Germany, you could make the argument that they could have done more in the last game and tried to do a Bristol Rovers and outscore Spain, but I think they did well enough in that last game. But the issue for me was just in that Japan game, and also where a draw would have been good enough, and then in the Spain game where they'd missed two sitters, one from Musiala in a one-on-one situation, and Leroy Sané made the wrong call in trying to take his chance against Spain. So yeah, that's pretty much my overall thoughts on the group.
I just want to say I correctly predicted Japan to go through since the draw, except I got the order wrong. I thought it would be Spain out and Germany through with Japan, and I also didn't think Japan would top the group.
Yeah. All right. Nice to hear, Albert. All right. J2S, round us off here with Group E.
Germany were the biggest disappointment of this tournament. I predicted them to go out because I thought Japan and Spain were too good. Because this Germany side, going from the last Euros, the squad hasn't.
How is it disappointing then if you predicted them to go out?
No, because it's Germany, but people they were meant to be efficient, but I still predicted them to go out. Like everyone else still thought, Spain and Germany will get it done. They're efficient. This is what they do.
All right.
Yeah, so I was one of the only ones that said I don't think they're going to go through. So yeah, one of the biggest disappointments.
Yeah, I'll quickly chime in, make it quick. I think for me the biggest issue with Germany is their defense. Their defense is so shaky. Yes. Even Neuer, even Neuer shouldn't be. Should Neuer even start for them?
Nah, stop it. He's better than Ter Stegen. Stop it. He
had a bit of a disaster
maybe Leno.
against Costa Rica.
Leno, seriously, Leno.
He's not in the squad.
It's Trapp.
Leno doesn't.
What about Kevin Trapp?
Make it to the Kazakhstan 11. So.
What about Kevin Trapp?
Yeah,
he's all right.
Yes. But not Ter Stegen. Stop it. He's a good keeper, but he's not better than Neuer.
But
also Neuer's captain.
True.
Yeah, that's also another point. Yeah, the whole thing is that Germany just are so disorganized. Like the team is so dysfunctional, and I just don't understand why. I don't understand why Moukoko had barely played. I don't understand that. And why did Adeyemi barely play? Why is Müller still starting as a striker? So many question marks with Germany.
So this group proves that Gavi and Pedri is better than Musiala. End of story.
Wow, interesting.
Oh yeah,
I actually feel bad for Musiala.
I was going to say Sulis the German Maguire. He's such a bad defender.
Yeah. I actually feel bad for Musiala because if there's any German player that actually deserves to advance, he's probably the only one because he was fantastic against Costa Rica.
I hope Musiala has some Swedish heritage. He could come to play for Sweden if you want.
Well, that ship has sailed.
Yeah, but Musiala, I saw this crazy stat. He completed 13 dribbles, which I think was the second most dribbles completed in a World Cup match. I think only one person did it higher. I think it was 15. I forgot who did it.
That's the only stat he has over Gavi and Pedri. So let's move on.
Okay. Enough comparing. I'm just saying is that I feel like he's the only one that actually really tried hard. I don't think anyone else in the team really tried that hard. That's what I'm trying to say.
Full crude or something.
Oh yeah, actually he was decent too. But I just think Musiala was the only one that actually he played so well.
I don't think Rudiger was bad.
I mean, he wasn't bad, but I'm just saying most of the players were average. That's the problem.
Yeah. Shout out to Costa Rica for making an effort. Keylor Navas, best PSG goalkeeper by miles. Celso Borges, the old AK player, happy for him. And then Joe Campbell, who is useless. I'm sorry. Joel Campbell, useless in the first match. Second match he was amazing, and then he stepped up in the third game.
All right, let me read some comments. Okay. Japan defeated Spain and Germany. Massive W. Can Japan beat Croatia? We'll talk about that in a bit later. Lucia's head down dribble merchant. Lucho, so Barca bias. Yeah, I will agree with this. Busquets is washed when you press him. Yeah, Busquets is terrible off the ball. Flick's biases. Force Muller is a reason for their downfall. By the way, how did Navas say that full crook shot? That was insane. Yeah, Navas, man. Keylor Navas, man. Respect Keylor Navas. Respect him, man. All right, Group F, guys. Oh, my God.
Wow. Yeah. Hats off to Morocco because they were by far the best team in this group. They got a massive result against Croatia that I didn't think they would get. Another massive result against Belgium. They played fantastic that game. And then against Canada also got the job done. By far the best team in this group. And deservedly got first place. The disappointment of the group is obviously Belgium, who were the third place team in the last World Cup. And they still got a lot of very exciting players, very good players in their squad. But Roberto Martinez clearly didn't know what to do with them, what formation he should use. Last game, Mertens was starting for some reason. Like, I don't know what was going on there.
What the heck?
Yeah, I don't know what he was thinking when he started Mertens against Croatia. When you needed to get a win, you don't start your worst players. You know, I think that's common sense.
He was probably hoping that Mertens would score or another goal like he did against Panama 4 years ago.
Yeah, but in the first half, Kevin De Bruyne delivered him an amazing ball, and he skied it completely. Like, it was so bad. So yeah, I think Belgium improved a lot in the second half because I think that they had a disaster class against Morocco. I don't want to look too much into that. The game they must win was against Croatia, and the team looked so much better when Lukaku was on the field. Like, Lukaku is such a presence for this team that they needed that kind of striker to be in the box for them to play well. And in the second half, they pushed and deserved the win against Croatia, but they couldn't finish. They couldn't finish those chances. It was really, really bad.
It's Romelu Lukaku. He is absolutely good.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, feels super bad for Belgium because I feel like if they had a better manager, they would have made it out of this group. Croatia, they had one very good game against Canada. Besides that, I think they were kind of underwhelming. I still really rate their midfield, so I think they are still dangerous in the knockouts, but I haven't been convinced. Let's see how they do. But Morocco, massive dark horses. Let's see how they do against Spain.
Can I go next?
I could go now. We go like this, where we have
I'll let AD make the call on that.
Yeah, but I did not. Canada, I think this was not the World Cup basically for them. The next World Cup is the real one. This is just a test for them. Even though they had this okay group, I would guess. But Belgium, trash. Lukaku, I don't know. I could have scored the 4 goals that he was supposed to score easily. I could have scored with no luck. So Belgium, De Bruyne, he's finished, washed, only good for Man City, trash for Belgium. Modric is clear. Like this Belgium team is there. That's what Kevin De Bruyne and obviously Alderweireld said. They are too old. They can't do things like they did 4 years ago. That's in the past. They need to fresh up with youngsters. And that's what they did not really do. They had like 2 or 3 youngsters. They need more. Get Mertens out. Get Eden Hazard out. Send them to Burger King or Max or McDonald's or something like that. He probably was there. I did not see him this whole tournament. I think then Croatia, in my opinion, they were the best team in this group by quality. But they're probably happy with second place. They went through, very good team, the best midfielder in the world. internationally. Also Morocco, very good under the new manager. Obviously, Morocco beat Chile. That's not very hard though, but I think Morocco is the dark horse basically. They could beat Spain, and I have a slight feeling they might, because this team is no joke. Plus, under the new manager, they have a new firepower. That right hand side with Ziyech and Hakimi. They are the real deal, not anyone else. Morocco, if they beat Spain, I won't be shocked. Because if Morocco could give any team problems in this World Cup who is left in the tournament. So I expected this group to be like this. Morocco 4th, Belgium 3rd, Canada 2nd, and Croatia 1st. So I got this whole wrong. Except Croatia goes through, and Belgium 3rd. So, this is a very, very tough group to even predict at the start. So, still, Belgium is overrated, and they are finished.
All right, Matt, give your quick thoughts.
Yeah, well, Canada, I thought, were good enough to at least get a point in this group, despite what the table says. Belgium, obviously, they were one of the biggest disappointments in the tournament. And in that, they had enough chances in the second half to win the game against Croatia. I mean, Jeremy Doku did look good, and I thought something could happen when he was playing, but it was that Morocco defeat that really did sort of wipe out Belgium's chances of going through. Croatia, I thought, underperformed, but they still did enough to. Apart from against Canada, they underperformed in the groups, more so in the first and the third game. Morocco, well, I thought they'd do worse with that managerial change, to be honest. But here we are, their first place, and now they've got the game of their lives against Spain.
All right, J2S, your profile picture, man.
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne, Lukaku, and Eden Hazard are not the same players from 2018 4 years on. They were never going to be able to replicate what they did, because Vincent Kompany was the player that kept that squad together. Because once he left, we've heard the reports that Courtois, Eden Hazard, Vertonghen having fights with each other, and then you've got an average manager with Roberto Martinez, who's playing Carrasco in 2022 over players like Doku. He wasn't giving Trossard games until it was too late. So yeah, it was always going to happen. This reminds me of France in 2010, this Belgium side. Too old, and squad's fractured.
Yeah. That's actually a really good point, J2S. No one talks about this much, but I really do think Vince Kompany really kept Belgium's backline good in 2018. Like, he was actually a leader, and not just like, player-wise. He was also a good captain as well, good leader as well. And he really kept everyone in check. And after his retirement, like, this Belgian team, they haven't really had that mentality thing, So, yeah. Any quick thoughts on this, Albert?
Yeah, I also correctly predicted Belgium to lose in the group stage. I think it's over for them. I think their best chance is 2018. I thought Croatia would top the group, and I thought Canada would do a lot better. Like, I think Matt may have said, I think that the table doesn't really tell the whole story. I actually think it flatters Belgium way more than they actually lead on. Morocco was a big surprise for me. So yeah, it's cool to see they're one of two right? 2 Asian teams to top the table
Uh,
or the group.
African.
African.
yeah. They're the only African nation that's topped the group in this year's World Cup.
Right.
So, yeah,
So
that's a very impressive achievement.
I'm very excited to see them play Spain. I think it's new territory for them, I believe, right?
Yeah.
So this is going to be very exciting. I think they can definitely make another upset if other teams do not do their homework.
Yeah. All right, I'll quickly chime in here. For me, man, Morocco, man, I think they're the team that deserved the top of the group the most. I think they definitely deserve it. They were fantastic in this group. And what really made me really impressed with Morocco was that their defense was solid. That was actually the thing that made me really impressed with them, is that their attack was good. And this Amrabat guy, this guy was fantastic for them. I never expected him to do this well. And I think for Morocco, man, that new managerial change, I think, is definitely enlightened the team. Because under their old coach, I don't think they would have topped the group with their old coach. That old coach was terrible. Like, he didn't get the best out of the players. And we're seeing how Morocco is finally turning up. Because I always say this with Morocco, is that they have such a great squad, but they always seem to disappoint. But now, with their new manager change, that whole thing is gone now. And so, they finally stepped up, man. Finally stepped up. All right. And now Group G, man. Group G, penultimate group. Guys, I want to keep this. Let's spend 5 minutes on this one, and then we'll talk about Group H, and then we'll start the round of 16 preview.
By the way, I got this group perfectly. Brazil first.
Here we go.
Cameroon, Serbia fourth. I knew this would happen. And people gave me shit all the time for predicting Serbia fourth. But look what happened. I said before the tournament, they don't do good in tournaments, plus their defense is not good enough. And look what happened. They conceded 8 goals and finished last with 1 point.
Okay.
Who's gonna hate on me now? Where's the haters?
Okay, Sebastian.
Legit.
Okay.
I predicted this group perfectly, and
Okay,
nobody
Sebastian.
looked and gave me credit for it.
Okay, congratulations.
This was a group where Brazil should have won by 9 points. Not saying Cameroon were bad, but they should got 9 points in this group, Brazil. And I don't know what Abu Bakar was smoking with taking off his shirt in the 90th second minute or so to basically make Cameroon win but don't go through. Does that really make sense?
Yeah, it's unfortunate. All right, so thank you for your thoughts, Sebastian.
I feel bad for Cameroon though. They're a very good side.
Yeah, they almost made it. All right, anyone else wants to chime in? Let's keep this 3 minutes because I want to get to Group H.
Yeah.
Give my comments for Group H. I won't comment on this one.
Okay.
All right. So Brazil, they did the job in the first two games. Switzerland, good credit to them. They got the result. Got the win they needed. Then held Brazil off pretty well, and for that third game there was less pressure on them, given that Serbia didn't beat Cameroon, but still Switzerland had that was an exciting first half overall, very unpredictable. But in the second half, after Switzerland had made it 3-2, they were tactically spot on. Serbian players were dropping like flies, and massive credit goes to Switzerland. I had going second, but I thought it would be a bit closer than it was. And Serbia, I had them at least beating Cameroon. Advancing, I wasn't sure or enough that they'd get over Switzerland, but Serbia, I think, were disappointing in the aspect that they should have been more competitive in trying to get through. And Cameroon, well, haven't really got much to say on them, but it wouldn't matter anyway because they're eliminated.
Oh, guys, I just want to quickly say this right now. I cannot believe I'm looking at this. Serbia scored the most goals in this group, yet they finished bottom.
Wow.
I mean, I guess that's what happens when you have a really good attack but a really bad defense. That's how it goes.
They could have done with an Ivanovic or a Vidic in that back line.
Yeah. J2S, do you have any quick thoughts?
Yeah, I'm happy Brazil came first because once Cameroon scored, I was like, oh no, well, Switzerland scored because then that means we're going to be on the other side of the group. The other side of the draw, so we're going to play Portugal. But yeah, congratulations, Cameroon. They're like the first African country to beat Brazil and Argentina. So fair play to Cameroon.
Wow. Incredible achievement. Incredible. Yeah, Albert, you have any
Well, it
quick
was a
thoughts?
mainly rotated Brazil side.
Yeah, but
And still, it's impressive.
It counts.
Yeah, I mean, most of them are rotatable.
Yeah. Albert, quick thoughts?
I really wanted Serbia to go through just so that I could get the rematch in the round of 16 against Portugal.
But they won. So
Yeah, that would have
Yeah,
been good. Good revenge for Portugal.
I think this was it was a good group. Switzerland are through. Can't really count them out. Cameroon did really good against Brazil today. And I think that shows, this Brazil side, you can get the best of them.
Yeah.
You can get
All
the
right,
best of them.
yeah.
Let's move on
And
to Group H, and then
to all of those who predicted Serbia semifinal and final, lunatics. Sorry.
anyways, let's talk about Group H, guys. Let's talk about Group H. We're gonna wrap up this group, so keep your thoughts quick here, guys, and then we'll read the comments afterwards.
Oh, I have so much stuff about this group too.
Yeah, keep it quick, Sebastian.
The South Korea game. Oh my goodness.
Okay, Rank, kick us off here, man.
Okay, can you scroll down a little? I want to see that last Uruguay game. You see who scored those 2 goals? George and Arrascaeta, man. What I've been saying all this time. This guy is different. This guy doesn't matter if he doesn't play in Europe. This guy is completely different. Against Korea, didn't play a single minute. Against Portugal, he gets subbed on again in the second half, and he changes the game for Uruguay. That's when Uruguay started to look more threatening against Portugal. Against Ghana, plays from the start, scores a brace. Like, this guy is too good to not play, and Diego Alonso just refused to play the Arrascaeta, refused to play Pelistri. The players that were young and hungry and would get them the win, and it just sucks to see because they didn't get the result they needed against South Korea, and look where they are now. Like, sure, they did what they had to do against Ghana, but they didn't score enough goals in the end. I feel super bad for Uruguay. They are my little brothers. I wanted them to advance. But massive props to South Korea, who got that first result and then managed to beat Portugal in the dying minutes to advance. So, yeah, incredible from South Korea. Portugal, they did their homework. They are an amazing team, but I feel like they are still too shaky in my eyes. And as for Ghana, very disappointing finish because starting the last match day, they were in second place. They controlled their own fate. And they had that penalty. They blew it once again. They blew another penalty against Uruguay like they always do. And after that, they had barely any shots. In the second half, they were a lot better. But in the first half, they were completely dreadful. Absolutely awful from Ghana in the last game. They're going to leave very disappointed that they didn't get their revenge by their own hand because South Korea helped them out to eliminate Uruguay. So, yeah, Portugal, we're going to see how they do against Switzerland. It's going to be a great game. And South Korea, massive props for making the knockouts. They really fought for it and they deserved it.
All right.
Yeah.
Sebastian, keep it quick here.
So basically, Portugal, South Korea, it was a very, very good game. I think Portugal, good goal in the first 5 minutes. Then Korea, they fought so good in this game. And obviously, when the 2-1 goal came, I was bloody excited. I was jumping out of my chair and celebrated. I don't know why I did, but I wanted Son to make it out of the group stage. I'm happy. And obviously, Uruguay, they got knocked out. Thank God, because I don't like them. Mostly because of the rivalry Chile has with some teams in the CONMEBOL. But I'm so happy to see Luis Suarez crying. It felt so good because he deserves it for what he did to Ghana 12 years ago. I think Uruguay did play very, very good. The second goal was very, very, very good. Scored by Arrascaeta. He plays for Flamengo, I believe.
Yep.
So he's playing with two Chilean players, which is weird. But I think Ghana, when they beat South Korea, everyone was thinking, oh yeah, now they're going to go through. But, South Korea, after two disappointment in the first two games, they did it. And the limps basically for the game. So I was watching South Korea game, and then the commentators were saying they were leaving it to the Ghana Uruguay game and the limps in the last when Uruguay did not score the third. Korea, man, it was limps. Oh my god, I'm so happy for Korea, man, especially for the last World Cup. What they did, they deserve it. South Korea, they have a very, very good team, and I think they will. Who knows? They might do something against Brazil. This is a World Cup where upsets happening, and we have seen it. And you just remember 2002 when South Korea played Portugal in the last match day of the World Cup. That time they won 2-0, but now they won 2-1. And in that World Cup, they made it out of the group stage, and they went on with their quarters or third place.
Yeah, we know.
Who knows? South Korea could beat Brazil. We never know with this World Cup. It's weird things has happened, like USA drawing to England, but that's not shock really. Just
All right.
Should we talk about the knockouts later?
And to Portugal, Ronaldo is the GOAT. He will win the World Cup.
Okay, Sebastian. All right, Matt's and
Right,
James.
then. So,
Matt's first.
So Portugal, I think what happened for them was about right in terms of finishing top but not winning every game. Ghana, they played well against Portugal, were defensively good in the first half, and could have maybe got a draw in the second half. Against South Korea, that was a good game from both sides, but Ghana probably were about the right team to win. And then against Uruguay, which I was at this game, by the way, they started all right, but I think the fact that Andre Ayew missed a penalty, I think, sort of killed their confidence, and the momentum swung towards Uruguay. They did have some chances in that second half, but it just wasn't to be. Uruguay, I mean, they didn't. From what the amount I saw, they didn't look good against South Korea. Don't really remember anything against Uruguay. After that penalty miss, they looked pretty good against Ghana. Got the 2 goals. I think for me in that second half, sometime before South Korea had got their winning goal, for me one of the mistakes that they made was taking Darwin Nunez off. Is I think if in the inevitability that South Korea were going to score, then I think Nunez was a good option in terms of trying to find a goal. And they had a few moments, such as the the free kick towards the end, but the fact they didn't get a goal in the first 2 games, again, that's pretty much what's taken them out. And then South Korea, massive credit, got the draw against Uruguay, which has pretty much been the difference. Although they did well against Ghana, but didn't quite have enough. And then against Portugal, they knew what they needed to do, and they knew it wasn't completely in their own hands, but they did the job. And look at them now; they're in second place and a round of 16 tie against Brazil.
All right, let's let
I want
J2S
to
go
say
next.
something before about the Uruguay. Marcelo Bielsa is looking to become the new Uruguay manager.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
He
Wow.
was good with Chile, so let's hope
Yeah.
he screws Uruguay off and Chile makes the next World Cup. Let's go.
Okay. Anyways, J2S, tell
I'll
us your
quickly
thoughts on
just
this group.
round it off.
All right.
I've never seen a country go at the World Cup and be so happy at the same time as Ghana. The fact that they see Luis Suarez crying has just made their day. It's just the funniest thing ever. And
It's like
also,
revenge.
Yeah, it's like revenge. And also,
They were happy when he got booked and when he got subbed off.
yeah, there's really he must be the most hated person in Ghana in like all history. Yeah, Uruguay, they were very disappointing. I expected a bit more. I think that draw against South Korea really killed their chances this World Cup. If they'd won it and still lost to Portugal and they beat Ghana, they would have had 6 points. But that
They didn't look good in that game either.
Say again?
Oh, just saying they didn't look good in that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had 0 shots on target against South Korea. And their attack finally showed up, but it was too late. Yeah, very disappointing.
Yeah.
But fair play to
All right.
South Korea and Heung-min Son, who got the clutch assist at the end.
Yeah. Respect, man. Respect. All right, Albert, finish us off, man. Round us off here. Group H.
Ooh. So Portugal is, I gotta say, I'm surprised with Santos. Tactically, or starting 11 wise, I think he got it right. I was surprised he started Felix from the first match. I was like, wow, he's actually starting him. That's crazy. And then I was surprised he subbed off Ronaldo in these in 3 consecutive matches. So like, I think he's showing growth as a manager, but I also don't want to put too much stock because he's still Santos. So, you know, we got to see what he does in the next rounds. But yeah, I think Portugal are looking. I think they surprised me. They're looking like a favorite now. I think with a chance. They have a chance. Uruguay, I predicted them to get out. I predicted South Korea to finish second. And if you look at all these teams, they faced Uruguay at some point in the World Cup in a knockout, or I think it was all in a knockout. And Uruguay beat them. So all these 3 teams, in a way, did one over Uruguay at this World Cup.
Yeah.
And obviously, I think why he subbed off Ronaldo at the points of the game, 3 games, is because he's getting old. Plus, if they want to go far in the tournament, I think he needs to rest to just get warmed up for the big thing that he really wants is the final. Imagine if we have Messi Ronaldo final. I think Santos will want to play Ronaldo every single minute. Because if Messi goes to the final, he will play every single minute. And there's no doubt about that.
All right.
And
yeah,
Ronaldo is a guy who, I saw that he went upset that he got injured. No, I mean subbed off. Hopefully he doesn't get injured. That will break my heart. I think he were upset because, he could have probably scored another goal. but Santos knows what he's doing right now. He doesn't start Danilo Pereira and Carvalho. And the big thing for Santos that he's doing this World Cup is he's not starting Carvalho. He is get him in the game later if they're winning or draw to see out the point. And that's smart by Santos. And Portugal, it will be very, very interesting to see what they can do. Ronaldo, Messi, final. I have said it.
All right. Let me read the comments, and then we're gonna go ahead and talk about the knockout stage. All right, you guys been waiting patiently. I believe we spent a little too long. Anyways, let's read some comments. Force Bar says La Caca. Chris says, "What's up?" Thanks. Morocco all the way. We'll see. I actually predicted Morocco top in the group. Wow, that's actually crazy, man. And he did send me proof, so it's not like fake or whatever. So check DMs. Okay. Spain versus Morocco should be a fire game. May even go to pens. I actually didn't think we stand a chance. I actually don't think we stand a chance against Spain. We'll talk about that in a bit. I think y'all can beat them. I'll say Spain win. Can't believe Brazil lost to Cameroon. Serbia down out low. Abukar scores winner versus Brazil. Takes sure out leaves. Serbia down is just all hype. GG Chad. Always said Abukar is underrated. And I always said that dude was scary. What happened to Serbia? Crap defense. He's a great finisher. Yep. Serbia crap defense and ball 3-1 lead versus Cameroon. People actually think Serbia was going to be dark horse thought. Not me low since they're out. I didn't from the beginning. Some people think Serbia versus Argentina reach final. BLC dreadful. Yeah, sorry, BLE. Crater says Serbia has some great players, but not a great team. Dang rematch. Don't worry. Portugal has a good record. Ronaldo better step up. He had a poor game today. Yeah, Ronaldo wasn't good today, man. He wasn't good. Pookie, Brazil didn't take this game serious, in my opinion. And I wish to see African team in the final. It's really not possible this year. Don't worry, Portugal have a good head-to-head record versus Switzerland. I would say 2-1 win for Portugal, but quarter might be tough. Okay. Portugal is going to face Spain in the quarterfinals. World Cup, same crap. Yeah. Crazy said this World Cup's wild. Switzerland will lose to Portugal. You'll see. Okay, we'll see. Pookie says Spain knocked out Portugal in 2010 round of 16, but they'll lose to Spain in quarterfinals. Spain will knock out Portugal in quarterfinals. I don't think so. Portugal will qualify. I got a Brazil versus Portugal final. Okay. All right.
I think it's just stupid to say that teams will already go through already to the quarters and semi-final and final. Because, this World Cup we have seen, there's a lot of upsets. We never know what could happen.
Okay.
Australia could beat Argentina. South Korea could win also.
Can be Brazil versus France final.
England versus Argentina. No, England USA final and soccer wins. Let's go.
Okay. Portugal worst game compared to the last two games. I wish for Brazil versus Morocco final. Can South Korea do something versus Brazil? We'll have to see. But the odds of that are equal to the odds of something UCL this year. Yeah, man. At least there's a chance of that because we have no chance of UCL.
Yeah.
Ghana has nobody to blame but themselves for what happened in 2010. Crazy. Portugal, Spain, a game always close and they always draw. True. Okay, there are some comments I'm not sure if I should read, so I'll still look at them, but I'm not going to read out. Okay. Yeah, Portugal versus Spain is always close. Okay. Undeserved, what to be knocked out, being awful, and being disrespectful coming from Valverde?
Yeah, I think so.
Billy, who? Lol. Imagine Ghana missing penalty against Uruguay 2010. Serbia defense and go to brick. Ronaldo ain't winning.
I just reminded me about something that it was a blow for Uruguay when Bentancur had to be subbed off.
No, it's Nunes. They should not have subbed off their best player.
He picks up a knock.
When I said Nunes were going to be the top goal scorer, I meant in the Carabao Cup, not in the...
Bentancur went off because he got injured.
Yeah. Anyways, let me finish reading these comments, guys. Anyways, why is he taking off two of best players Serbia? We're banned tournaments right now. The defense needs to improve. Switzerland World Cup final is mental. Switzerland final now. Sebastian said that Newcastle fans too.
I was joking. Why can't people understand that? I was joking.
Okay.
I think we'd have to listen to your tone, but that's not to say you could have changed your mind.
Shut up, Matt. I think it will be France, Argentina, or Portugal, Argentina final.
Okay.
I was joking. If I would say USA final, that would be even more.
Just let AD speak.
Okay. Let's hurry up. We've been here. Okay. Anyways, we also make Uruguay so ridiculous low. I hate Uruguay because they get away with everything. The refs are on their side all the time. Ghana didn't get revenge, and South Korea didn't knock them. I know Ghana didn't get revenge, but like in a way, Ghana felt like happy. You know, like if we're gonna get eliminated, you can get eliminated too. So, you know, but okay, low. St. Felix getting minutes. If you say so, low. Swiss and final. Okay, need Messi versus Ronaldo final.
Sorry.
No.
Sorry.
Let's get this narrative going. Pushing.
I mean, I'm not wrong, am I? I got the group perfectly right with Brazil, Switzerland, Cameroon, and Serbia. That's not hyping, to be honest.
Okay,
And I'm
Sebastian.
not kidding. I'm not gonna be angry.
It's not like that you haven't spoken about this before.
Yes, but I said it perfectly, and I was proven. I never got credit for that prediction anyway, so.
Okay, let's move on. Anyways, I need Messi versus Ronaldo final. No, let's keep this narrative pushing it low. People be bragging about their predictions, but still mine's the best. Clear everyone else. The whole world will go crazy and break the internet. Great, I don't team support now. Support Morocco, just pick a team low. South Korea versus Japan, both good sides. Hi, Boogie. Stop talking. Okay. I had Brazil versus Portugal from before the start of the World Cup. SSB28 says, yo, what's up? Can Argentina versus England final? Hello. And Brazil and Argentina are dang near booked for semifinal. These guys got the easy side of the bracket. Well, Sebastian, we should try to rely on wings since Spain's weakness full blocks. Uruguay's terrible. Anyway versus Cape Corner.
Could happen.
Oh my god.
Wait, could that happen?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Well,
they beat
probably
Croatia
not,
and we lose
but
to South Korea.
Theoretically, it could.
Yeah.
Is South Korea and
Brazil.
in the same like bracket thing?
Yeah, as Croatia and
Yeah.
Japan.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have not changed my prediction. I've never done it. I don't know what BS. Me to shell. Why would I shell? When it's the chat, the comments, who's trying to wind me up. It's not my fault. So
All right, guys. Let's get to round of 16. I feel like we spent way too much time.
USA.
Okay. So what we're gonna do is this.
I do remember that 5-0 thing BLE talked about.
True,
Okay.
and I jinxed Serbia because I said 5-0 Serbia and they lost. So cry. I jinxed.
All right.
I've got no reason to cry.
All right. So here's what we're gonna do. I have an idea. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go through each match, and then I just want you to tell me, guys, the winner of each match and explain why you chose that team. Okay. So let's start with the first game. I think it will speed things up. Okay. So first game we have here is Netherlands versus Australia. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a poll.
USA.
Oh no, sorry.
USA.
Oh yeah, Netherlands, USA. What am I saying? Netherlands versus USA. Sorry. First poll, right? So Netherlands win.
I know what AD wanted. He wanted to play Argentina instead.
Okay, my bad. Thank you guys for correcting me. Okay, so who here believes that Netherlands will win?
I do.
All right, Matt. Explain why you think Netherlands will win.
I think tactically they've got more of an advantage than USA, and I'd say they've got a solid back line, and I think centre midfield they're probably at a disadvantage, but I think overall I think they've got enough to not batter them, but have a respectable victory.
Okay, so I assume everyone else is picking USA to win, right?
Yes.
Why?
You know why?
Wait. No, wait, Sebastian. Before you speak, so am I right in saying everyone else thinks USA will win, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, well, actually,
I'm predicting a win on penalties.
Yeah, I think Netherlands will win, to be honest, after extra time. I have a feeling.
You know why I think USA will win? It's because this World Cup is very, very crazy, and we all know what happens in this World Cup. And I'm not impressed by Netherlands in this World Cup so far. I know they won by they won only by 2 points or so. But I'm not. I think this USA team could hurt this Netherlands team. And I think USA has the quality. They have shown it. But if they turn up in the second half, and they also turn up like they have done in the first half, I think they could win in 90 minutes. And USA have shown they have good talent, but to have world-class players, that doesn't really matter, to be honest. Because we saw with Saudi Arabia, they don't have any superstars, and they beat Argentina. It's the same with USA. USA don't really.
Well, the Reynolds better than Berhalter.
They don't really have any superstars, USA, but they have those players who is really good and can make a difference, like Brendan Aronson, Tyler Adams, Pulisic, the LeBron James of soccer, of course, Timothy Weah, and obviously other players as well. Sergio Mendes, Matt Turner. USA is a team to not take lightly, because if teams take this USA lightly, USA could win. Because not surprised. I won't be surprised if USA win this, to be honest. Because Netherlands is kind of shaky, and we know obviously what they have done in this tournament so far, but they haven't been that good. And I'm interested to see what. Obviously, I want Netherlands to go out, because then Van Dijk is coming to earlier to the squad, and that's really what I hope for. But
Okay, Sebastian.
let's see what happens, though. Let's see what
Yeah,
happens.
right. Yeah, thank you for your comments. Okay, anyone else wants to speak about this? We'll move on to the next game.
Okay, very quickly, I want to say that the reason I think the USA is going to win is because this Netherlands team is way too reliant on Frankie de Jong, and I feel like with how Tyler Adams and Weston McKennie has been playing, they have the ability to completely dominate that midfield, win that midfield battle. And the only way I see the Netherlands winning this game is Cody Gakpo and Memphis Depay masterclass. And if the US get too distracted on the back, they could potentially leave themselves exposed. And if obviously Berhalter doesn't do the right substitutions in the second half, I could see the Netherlands win this. The USA have to play a perfect game. But if they control that midfield and completely shut down Frankie de Jong, I think the USA is going to win.
Okay. So, anyone else before we move on to the next match?
Yeah, I see America. I think it's going to go all the way to penalties. I think America can stay in the game against the Netherlands, because that Netherlands team is not Dumfries and Dumfries and Blind as the wing backs hasn't worked in the last 3 games. You should be using Malacia, because Blind, you're trying to make him go into midfield, but it's not working because he keeps getting overrun. And I just don't trust that attack, because you got Depay. If Depay gets injured and it's being injury prone, they're going to bring on Vincent Janssen, who isn't a very good player. So yeah.
All right.
I like your
Albert.
profile picture, by the way.
All right, Albert. I think you're the last one that hasn't talked about this game.
I think, I don't know what the score would be. It'll probably be low scoring, just because I think both teams can create pretty good chances, but they just don't finish them. And I see the USA having more finishers or more players capable of finishing, because Netherlands, like Rank said, yeah, like, because all their goals I think have come from Cody Gakpo, except for one from Klaassen. So like,
And De Jong.
and De Jong. So like, who's going to finish these goals, right? And yeah, and I don't rate Van Gaal.
All right. By the way, guys, I may do a watch along for. Yeah. By the way, I might do a watch along for tomorrow's game, or if I don't do one, I'll do like a match reaction. So.
And by the way,
potentially.
Albert, you need to get the picture of Ronaldo holding the World Cup.
All right.
Maybe send it to him.
All right. The next one we have is let me go end the poll. Let me see what you guys saying in the. So wow, this poll is close. We have 50% for Netherlands win and 50% for the USA to win. Wow, this poll is close. Yeah, this is a close game, man. I don't think it'll be. I think this will be an even game. All right. We have the next round of 16 game. I'm not even sure if we should discuss this, but we should still do it anyway. I mean, it's World Cup, so
Yeah,
let's do
anything
it
can
anyway.
happen.
Yeah. All right. So let's do it, man. We'll obviously keep this one short. So yeah. All right. Let's do the next one. Next one we have it is Argentina versus Australia. Now, before I begin, does anyone believe Australia's going to win? Let me ask that first.
Nope.
There's a
No.
chance.
Anything can happen, but no.
There's always a chance. But they should be winning. Argentina should win this match. But, oh God.
Yeah, I think they've already had their wake-up call from the Saudi Arabia game. So, yeah.
Yeah. And Matt's up. You think Australia will win?
No.
Okay. Let's just all to save time. We all agree Argentina should win. But how do you guys, if Australia were to win this game, how do you guys think they could win it? Let's just talk that and then we'll move on.
I think-
very good counter-attack, basically.
Yeah, I think I think they should be well set up, and when they get opportunities, which might not be many, they should definitely be clinical. But I don't see. I think it's a long shot, but that doesn't mean it's impossible.
Yeah, I think for Australia to win this game, they have to be defensively solid, and they have to have a hope for a Matt Ryan masterclass in goal. And obviously, they have to any opportunities they have to be clinical.
They'll have to play like Saudi Arabia and Mexico in the first half. That's how they have to play.
Yeah,
Basically.
maybe do the offside trap.
I'll say that Australia, only ways Australia can beat Argentina is get an early goal and just defend, or keep it 0-0, and then he's gonna bring on Redmayne if it goes to the penalties.
Oh no! Please don't remember his name, please.
Guys, I just realized. This might seem crazy to say, but if it goes to penalties, I might have to trust Australia more on this one.
Maybe.
How
I
many
hope it
times
doesn't.
has Argentina lost a big time game to penalties?
Loads.
Chile
I
twice.
think our penalty shootout score is quite even, like 50-50.
Yeah, they've got Emi
Yeah.
Martinez in goal. He's got shots up.
Emi Martinez is good in penalties.
Yeah, it's true.
Twice to Chile, by the way, in 2015 and 2016.
Yeah, we
So
know, Sebastian. We know. But this
Also-
Argentina team is different to that one.
I was going to say, Messi will get his first knockout goal in the World Cup.
I hope.
Yeah.
I hope he
Yeah.
proves the doubters wrong.
I'd imagine he would.
Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and move on, guys. Japan, Croatia. This is an interesting one for this one.
Ooh.
So let me ask and start with saying this, because I haven't made my mind yet on this one. So I want you guys to speak. I'm going to make videos about this, so I'm not going to even speak about this one. So
I have one that I'm leaning towards, but I'm the same as you. I haven't made my mind up.
Yeah. Wait. Oh my god! I just realized Wikipedia did this wrong. They should have the Okay, let's do we'll do Japan Croatia later because that was on the 5th of December, and I don't know why Wikipedia put it first. Anyways, I'm just gonna skip that one for now. Anyways, let's go to England, Senegal. Does anyone actually believe Senegal is gonna win?
Yeah, to be honest, I'm not kidding. I think it will be 50-50.
Okay, but who wins?
But
Yeah,
I
so,
still think England has it because they have
Okay.
more quality.
Okay. So does anyone believe Senegal will win? Let me just ask that right now. So everyone believes England's gonna win, right?
Yeah, I'm saying England.
It's coming home.
I think it's too much to ask from Senegal. It's too big of a task.
Yeah.
It's too big.
I'm more
Yeah.
confident in England.
If it goes to penalties, I would say Senegal.
True.
Only if it goes to penalties.
True.
Which
Yeah,
even
I
then,
agree.
Pickford shows up for
It's
penalties.
coming home, boys. Matt, it's coming home. It's coming home.
I feel like I've never seen Senegal punch above their weight, so I feel like this is too much of a task for them, especially without Sadio Mane. Like that just tips the the balance too much for England in their favor, in my opinion.
I feel like it was already incredible they beat Ecuador, given what we've seen in Ecuador already. So I feel like that was already a crazy task in itself. They worked so hard in that game.
Yeah, obviously, but I think that in that game, Senegal used their experience, and this England team, despite having some young players, is also very experienced in these big tournaments. So I feel like this is too much for Senegal. Like, they are a very good team. They will put England in trouble at some parts of the game. Like, it won't be easy for England, but I feel like Senegal just cannot score enough goals, and they never punch above their weight. That's my take on it.
Yeah, they're too wasteful, man. That's my big issue with Senegal. So,
and also England have a stronger bench.
Yeah, they've got too much depth. They can bring on like the likes of Rashford, Foden if he doesn't start.
Yeah, let me just say this, though. Imagine Koulibaly scores. I want that reaction. The reaction, man. Oh my god, it'd be too crazy. Oh my god, it'd be too much. I don't know how the English fans would react to this.
They will say, "It's coming home. It's coming home." If they win versus France, also they will say it. It's annoying.
To be honest, Mane's absence doesn't really affect my thinking too much.
To be fair, he has a point. To be fair,
and let me just say this right now. Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but for some reason, I feel like this game kind of gives me England-Colombia vibes in the last World Cup.
What, it can go all the way to penalties?
It might, because Colombia didn't have James Rodriguez, and Senegal doesn't have Sadio Mane. They're most important players.
I think Colombia suffered more than what I think Senegal will go through in this game.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying there's similarities. That's what I'm saying.
And
although I do think England will win in 90 minutes.
Yeah, so I think Senegal will want to show what they can do without Mane. That's why I think they will.
Of course they will.
Yeah, I think it won't be easy. It won't be easy at all for England.
All right, let's move on, guys.
Hopefully England win, so we could have Mbappe versus Maguire. Let's go.
All right, so 7 votes, 6 votes for England, and one person actually believes Senegal is going to win on my
the believer. Who is the believer?
I did not say it.
I wonder who did, man.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and move on, guys. Let's move on to the next one. We got France, Poland.
It's France. It's France.
Yeah, I have to say France.
Yeah, after I saw Poland against Argentina, it's only going to go one way.
Poland is the worst team in the knockouts. Let me say it.
Guys, let me just say this right now.
And Poland versus Mexico.
Let me just say this right now. If Poland somehow wins, this World Cup is too crazy.
Yeah,
it'd be too crazy.
Certainly. Yeah, to be honest, I think France will win 4-0 or 5-0.
Yeah, same.
Mbappe will cook. Mbappe, the best player in this tournament, behind Ronaldo. Mbappe is going to win the Golden Boot no matter what. He's going to win it.
Yeah. Poland's only hope is Szczesny, man. He's the only safe.
Which even then, I don't think he's... Well, he's certainly no... He's definitely no Neuer, Torquay, or Alisson.
Yeah.
I'd say 7 out of 10, and at best.
Yeah, but Alisson is...
Yeah, I'd say 6 or 7 out of 10.
Can't
goalkeeper.
Really compare him to Alisson. You know what's the crazy thing? Without... Yeah. So Brazil has won 2 games, and they have Alisson in goal. And then they lose to Cameroon with Ederson.
Can we get there later?
Yeah, let's get there later.
Yeah.
All right.
France, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, 5-0, 4-0.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Poland scored first and then France splits them. I mean, that could happen. Like what happened against Australia. Yeah.
Let's hope Lewandowski don't cry like Suarez did.
Okay. Anyways, so I think we wrapped up Saturday and Sunday games. So we now Monday and Tuesday. So let's just get this one first. I know it's their late kickoff, but I don't care. Brazil, South Korea.
Feels bad.
With the way this World Cup has been going, I could see a tiny bit of Korea giving problems, but this team is too strong. Even without, to be fair, they lost without name also. But Brazil. I think Brazil has probably the best team in this World Cup. Obviously, Dani Alves has to win the World Cup. That's the only trophy he doesn't have.
All right.
Will
Before
he win it? Maybe.
yeah.
Brazil.
So does anyone believe South Korea is going to win?
Maybe.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
maybe.
already has a 6 start. Oh, J2, what?
South Korea and Brazil have faced each other twice this year, I believe,
Mhm.
and they lost both of those matches. So
Yeah.
they should be going into this match knowing who the opponent is, and there's some weird energy in this World Cup, and I'm I don't know. I think they're gonna give them a tough match, for sure.
Oh, tough could be a tough match, but come on.
Yeah.
If
Let
the
me just say this
first-
right now.
I'm not brave enough to say they'll win.
Yeah,
Let me just say this right now. If South Korea wins, oh my God.
we have to
could
talk
have a
about
South-
Brazil.
If South Korea wins, this Brazil team, when they get back to Brazil, I don't think they're not going to stay alive for long. They will
Imagine
not
that
survive in Brazil.
Imagine Australia beats Argentina and then South Korea beats
Oh my god!
Brazil. To be
Oh my
honest,
God,
that
you're-
could happen. We never know.
You're telling
We never know.
man, you're telling me if that happens, Asian teams will officially be better than continental nations.
But
Legit.
stop it. Chile would destroy both of them. Anyways, we'll discuss
Cap,
them. So,
cap,
I don't agree with that. Anyways,
cap.
versus Australia will beat. Or it might.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That was dumb.
Matt's
Cut that bit out. Cut that bit.
Matt's I don't think you've said anything about this game. Brazil, South
I
Korea.
think South Korea could get a goal, but there's nothing really that could convince me that South Korea are knocking out Brazil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Now we have 4 matches left.
Three,
Actually,
no?
Three.
3. Sorry, yeah, three matches. Now I'd say these 3. I feel like there's an upset possible. Let's start with Japan, Croatia. So
Japan. I think Japan will go through. I think they have a very, very good side. And, they beat Spain and Germany. I think they could beat Croatia. Like,
All
this
right.
team, they are the
All
dark
right.
horse.
So who believes that Japan's gonna win? Say, raise your hand, or
I can't
say
raise my hand,
yes.
but I'm saying Japan will win as well.
I think Japan will also win.
Yeah.
Wow, interesting.
Um,
I still haven't made my mind yet. So
yeah,
I'll make my mark.
I'm similar to UAD. I think my head is leaning towards Croatia, but Japan definitely can do it. I think I'm in your shoes, AD, but maybe slightly leaning towards Croatia.
You know what the
Wait,
funny thing
are
is
you
with
in
this
his shoes? You're in his shoes. Hey, they go check your shoes. He
Shut
might
up.
be in there.
one. It means like figuratively, okay? Jeez.
Okay.
But you know what the thing is? Like, I will say this. I'm gonna say this and we'll move on. I feel like when people expect Japan to win,
Oh,
and
Yeah,
then
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Croatia. Easy win for
Yeah.
Croatia.
yeah. So let me just put it that. Okay.
So
yeah.
easy win.
I feel like
I do think it'll be
Croatia-
tight.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's gonna be a tight
tight.
game.
Croatia win. We all should agree on that.
I think that Croatia still has that great midfield that they can rely upon, because I feel like they are going to win the midfield battle. So they are probably going to have possession for most of the game. But with how unconvincing Croatia has been against Morocco and then against Belgium, I feel like this is a much more doable task for Japan in paper than Germany and Spain. So if Japan are just as determined and are also can beat Croatia in pace, like in counterattack, I feel like Japan's gonna do it, in my opinion.
Yeah, the thing about this one is that this one is, I feel like the two teams are so well balanced. Like, I can see this being a 0-0, go to penalties, and obviously from that point we can't predict anything. So it's a difficult one, but I think you guys kind of already know which one I'm gonna go for. So I don't want to directly state it. So,
Okay.
but but I think you guys kind of already know. So I hope I'm wrong, but I don't know, man. We'll have to wait and see. All right, let's move on, guys, to the last two games. So actually, before we move on, we got 5 votes. Japan win 3 and Croatia 2. Yeah, this is a tight one. This might be the closest match of the round of 16.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, Morocco, Spain.
Morocco.
That's basically a derby.
Yeah,
Morocco.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, who believes Morocco's going to win?
Morocco. Morocco.
Wait, is Sebastian the only one here?
I think so.
Wow, interesting.
Like
All right.
people will Spain will underestimate this Morocco team.
No.
You see that right?
No,
Yes, they will.
they won't. They won't underestimate.
Look at the right hand side with Ziyech and Hakimi.
Yeah. Okay, Matt. You have any quick thoughts on this game?
Yes. I'll let someone else go first. We'll go before me because there's somebody outside in the background.
Oh, okay. So Rank, give me your quick thoughts on this game.
So I feel like Morocco definitely has a chance in this game because, as you said before, they were defensively solid, and Spain, we know we are known for not being the best at converting their chances. So, and then Morocco has also been very good on the flanks, which is something I think Spain is showing some weakness in the fullback position. So Morocco definitely has a way to win this game, but they have to play a perfect game. And I feel like Spain won't underestimate Morocco like the other teams have. And Spain, in my opinion, are just too good, and they tend to show up in the knockouts when people start to doubt them the most. So I expect Spain to pull through. It's going to be very tight, and Morocco can definitely cause a lot of issues, but I expect Spain to win.
All right, Matt. Now can you speak?
Yes.
Okay.
When you look at Morocco, they've got the confidence, they've got the chemistry, and there was another thing as well. That aside, I think, as Rank said, I don't think Spain will underestimate Morocco. Also, what was it? You could look at that Japan game as this was a wake up call for Spain. It's a reminder that they can't be complacent against Morocco come this game. Also, one thing to note is that as good as Walid Reg, I can't remember. I can't fully remember how to say his last name. There is a big gap in quality between him and Luis Enrique. I mean, Walid he managed in Qatar and Morocco. Enrique managed at Roma and won a Champions League with Barcelona, among other trophies. So I think tactically he's going to be in a much better position. I think it could go to extra time. I don't think Spain will win by too much, but I do think they'll come prepared, and I think they'll have enough to get through.
Anyone want to comment on my name that I changed?
Wrong.
Okay. Anyways.
Oh yeah.
Anyway. Yeah. Okay, Albert. I don't think you've spoken about this game.
I think for me, I need to look again at how Morocco play because I didn't catch many of their matches, so I don't think I can really say too much. But I'm not really convinced by Spain. I think they have enough quality, but then in some of their matches they struggle. Like I think they keep a lot of possession, and they can wear teams down, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. Yeah, I do think I think Morocco, they've already surprised me. I think they're going to be a tough team to play against. And then, is this the same Spanish team that played in the last World Cup?
No,
No, it's completely different.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay then.
Ramos
Because I was
was
gonna
in
say,
that
because they
one.
lost to Russia, didn't they?
Yeah,
Yeah, well, that was on
Yeah.
penalties.
But
Yeah.
now you have Pedri, you have Gavi, you have Dani Olmo,
Yeah.
you have all these players.
Yeah, it's a very different team.
Well,
Probably
I-
a better
I
team
think-
back
I
then,
think Gavi's
but
overrated.
still, I do.
Yeah, it's a better
So-
unit as a whole.
Mhm.
And look,
Yeah.
this is a team that got to the Euro semi-finals, and they should have gone through against Italy as well. They played
Yeah,
a really
true.
good game.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll say they should go through because they
Yeah.
have that heritage. They have a good manager. So, but I don't really have a definite answer.
All right, J2S. I think you're the last person here.
Yeah, and if Spain go through, they'll face Portugal. So I have more faith in Spain facing Portugal than Morocco facing Portugal. So I need Spain to beat Ronaldo.
All right.
Ooh.
All right. And last one, guys. Last one. And then we'll round off afterwards. Portugal versus Switzerland. Who believes that Switzerland will win?
I do.
Wow.
I don't.
What makes you say that, Mats?
Portugal aren't that great tactically. They didn't I didn't watch enough of their game against South Korea for obvious reasons, but going off their other games, they got the result, but they weren't. Obviously, they were clinical, particularly against Ghana, but they didn't perform that well. And also, Switzerland have some history in getting wins against Portugal, and also they were excellent against Serbia today. Put up a good performance against Brazil. I think this is a game that would go to extra time, and I think Switzerland would thrive off that advantage. I think though, yeah, it could go either way, but I think Switzerland will have enough to pull off the upset.
All right.
Plus Sembolo and the midfield service.
Yeah, so I assume everyone else is picking Portugal to win.
I picked Switzerland to win.
Oh.
Look at my prediction there.
Oh, Rink, you
I
actually have Portugal.
I want Ronaldo to go through it all the way, but I have a feeling
I agree with Sebastian's prediction.
I have a weird feeling about Switzerland that, Portugal, they're the big favorites probably for this because of the squad. Ronaldo, probably. The summer's going to be back for this game, so that would be a big plus. It was out with a cold today, but hopefully Switzerland win, and hopefully, I want both of them to win, basically, but Switzerland today, or one versus Serbia, that feels just great because, this team gets more confident to the next game, which is Portugal, and then obviously, who knows, it might be Switzerland, Morocco in this, in the quarterfinals, we never know. That would be cool to see. And, sadly, it wasn't Serbia because they are absolute garbage, but
Anyways.
it's not my fault.
Okay, Sebastian, that's enough. Okay, anyways.
I don't think you're sad about that.
Sad about what?
Okay, Rank. Rank, just quickly give your thoughts.
Yeah, like Matt said, I haven't been convinced by Portugal. I feel like they barely squeezed out a win against Ghana. Against Uruguay, it was a tight game that was decided by a bit of Bruno Fernandes' brilliance. And against Korea, obviously, they lost. Maybe they weren't taking that game seriously, who knows? But Portugal have not been convincing. They are a team that always seems to choke when comes the knockout stage. And they don't seem like a unit like Switzerland does. Switzerland looks like such a cohesive unit. They are very defensively solid. Akanji and Elvedi have been great, and Jan Sommer is obviously going to be a plus for them. That midfield with Saka controlling everything, and of course, Shaqiri and Embolo are showing up big. So I expect Switzerland to win this game, just because they seem like a better team than Portugal. Portugal just seem like a lot of individuals that don't seem to be very cohesive. Ronaldo trying to take some of the glory for himself. Leao is also very selfish, in my opinion. Joao Felix isn't that great. So, I've not been impressed by Portugal, and I feel like Switzerland is the perfect team to expose them.
All right, Albert. You're a Portugal fan, so we'll see ourselves score. That's the question I need to know first.
Yes, I think so. And
Okay. So, are you confident against Switzerland?
I'm confident. I think Ronaldo. He's gonna. He'll turn up. He's a knockout game guy. I think he'll turn up. It's not gonna be it's 37. He'll turn up. He'll do what he can. I think the team will probably play as a team for like maybe a half of the game, and then the rest of the match will be decided up to individuals. And I do think that happens a lot with this Portugal side. But another thing I'll say is that even if they don't play the best, if they don't use the best tactics or whatever, if they get the result, or if they get a lead and they're comfortably leading up to like a good portion of the match, I think they can go through. And at the end of the day, the game is about getting the result. Doesn't matter how you play, just whether or not you show up on the day and get the job done. And in the most recent matches, Portugal has gotten the better of Switzerland. So, there's also that.
Yeah. All right, J2S, round us off here.
Yeah, as Albert was saying, it's Portugal got the better head-to-head record against Switzerland because I think they won 4-0 last time they met.
Yeah.
So,
well, that was the Nations League, so I don't know how much you could read into that.
Yeah, but they've played in like World Cup qualifiers and stuff before.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
I give the edge to Portugal because they're quite familiar opponents as well. They played a lot against each other quite a few times. Yeah. I think Ronaldo will get his first knockout goal as well.
Yeah, guys, but let me just say this right now, guys. Imagine we have a Morocco-Switzerland quarterfinals.
Yeah, that's what I said. Imagine we have that. It could happen.
Oh, that'd be too good. It'd be too good.
Imagine all the big nations go out in this round of 16. Then we will have a new winner, by the way.
All right, let's go ahead and read some of the comments.
Wait, have you seen the World Cup yet?
No, of course not.
Oh,
what?
Yeah. I was asking, has USA won the World Cup? But
You're tripping. No.
Oh, I was just asking, by the way.
All right, let me read. There's a lot of comments I need to read. So
a lot of people hating on Switzerland, I see.
Okay, let me. Where's the very first one? Okay.
Ronaldo
can I please just?
There's a lot of comments, man. Okay.
Just pick the best ones.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to read all the comments. We're only going to pick the best ones, guys.
Don't read Nicholas' comment, please. I just want to time him out, but you will get mad if I do it. Oh my god.
We're about to end the stream anyway, so it's kind of pointless. Okay. Let me read some of the best comments. No, it's not having no comments, just that it would take us too long. Okay. Here we go. For Legadu, Cody Gakpo could win the Golden Boot. The USA have a bit of a shaky defense, and he could score a couple of goals. The Netherlands could be on some chance. I don't really think we have a shaky defense. I will say in the second half, though, we do have. But in the first half, yeah. For me, the key for the USA to win this game is we have to be good in the second half. Because I've not been impressed with second half performance with USA.
Yeah, but I agree that Cody Gakpo is the X factor for the Netherlands.
Yeah. Can America score? They only have 2 goals so far in this tournament. Netherlands defense only conceded 1. That's true. Okay. I'm expecting the Netherlands versus USA to not be much of an exciting match. It'll probably be won by a 1-0 score. I think Netherlands will just about squeeze by a Cody Gakpo goal. All right. USA will put up quite fight 2-0, but I think Netherlands will just about get the better of them. Okay. I think Australia have a chance, and my predictions, I had this match being easy. Argentina win in my predictions, but now I think it'll be a lot closer. Okay. Okay. Australia definitely going to lean on set piece of counterattacks when try score. Morocco, England, Argentina, Portugal, France, USA, Japan, Brazil to go through round of 16 quarters. I think there's another possibility Australia would have to dig in 20 minutes and then hope they could beat Argentina penalties. I need my Japan like respect anime blue lock. Yeah, respect anime, man. Respect anime.
They have to make an anime about this World Cup.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they have to. Imagine Poland beat France and Senegal beat England.
Oh come on.
England always screw up. England will lose either this game or next. England should be fine. They shouldn't mess this up. And especially since coming home. All right. I believe in Africa. I hope they didn't just win. Oh, Kratos actually picked Senegal to win the earlier one.
Ooh.
So he's a Moroccan fan.
He's the believer. We found him.
Yeah. I can't see Poland winning, so France for the win. I got Brazil winning. All right. Any other comments? Swiss are slightly overrated. They never make any efforts to the good plays and tactics.
He's salty. He's salty. Because Serbia finished fourth.
Okay.
One team that is overrated is Belgium and Germany. Two teams are overrated.
I could kind of see what he means by Switzerland, because we all said that Denmark would do so well in the World Cup, and we all know what they did. And a lot of people are probably picking Switzerland to beat Portugal, and let's see, and they might not beat them. So
I mean, most people pick Portugal because of Ronaldo.
No, but like there's a decent amount of people predicting Switzerland. I mean, we have like 3 people here on the panel that are
because look at this World Cup. What's happening in this World Cup?
So
who thought Saudi Arabia would beat Argentina? Who?
Yeah, there wasn't that many people that predicted it, but because now a lot of people are predicting it, it seems it's more. I feel like it's more unlikely now. So I mean, we'll see. Croatia's overrated.
No.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think. I mean, to be fair, I mean, this might seem crazy to say, but I don't think they were that good in Group F. In my opinion, I thought they were good, but like I don't think they were that great. I expected more from Croatia.
Yeah, they were good against Canada. Against Belgium, they got hit a lot by Belgium, and this is the Belgium side. Exactly.
So, yeah. Let's see though. Croatia might just turn up the knockout stage, so that's key.
Everyone says I keep the opposite that happen when I predict something. I predicted Switzerland to beat Cameroon, and Switzerland won. And I predicted Switzerland to win first versus Serbia, but then I changed it to final because I want to jinx Serbia. But I knew they would lose. As soon as people were giving me crap about it.
All right, anyways.
People would.
Okay, Sebastian. Okay, Sebastian. I think that's enough of Serbia.
Enjoy this.
Not interested.
Okay, anyways. So I think that's it, man. We've been here for around 2 hours. I think we definitely did enough coverage. I think we might have done a little too much, but it's World Cup.
Could I ask one last thing?
All right, Matt. One last thing.
What's the one game that you think will most likely go to a penalty shootout? I have I have Japan versus Croatia, or possibly Morocco versus Spain.
I have Japan, Croatia.
Most likely to penalties, I have Netherlands, USA.
Yeah.
I don't know why people say I'm jinxing. Because I predicted Portugal to beat both Ghana and Uruguay.
Okay.
So I predict South Korea to beat Portugal. So
okay.
I don't know what people that I'm jinxing. I'm just predicting stuff and enjoying football. That's all that matters.
Okay.
But I'm excited for one game in this. Japan, Croatia. I think that will be penalties all over it.
All right. Last question. This is a good one to round us off here. Which game of the round of 16 with the highest scoring?
Probably France, Poland, because they're gonna completely rail Poland.
Yeah, it'd be like a 4-1.
You know what? I'm gonna say Brazil, South Korea.
Yeah, Brazil could
yeah, that's a contender.
Okay.
I know I can't control teams and their predictions and the games, but there's a game called FIFA, and I could play that and control the teams.
Okay.
So, yeah. Okay. I think it
I
means.
hope you guys have enjoyed this stream with obviously the panel here, obviously with the Zooman.
Okay. Wait, Sebastian. We still have people that haven't spoken yet. Albert and J2S. I don't think you've said your match yet. Highest score.
Yeah, highest score will be France and Poland. It'll be like a 4-1.
All right,
Yeah.
Albert. I don't think you've spoken yet.
I also think France, Poland, because I think at some point Poland will also just go for it if they're behind by a couple goals. So it could be something like 4-5-2, something like that.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I'll probably say France, Poland as well. All right. But we'll see what happens.
France, Poland, I think will have the biggest win margin, but I think most goals. I think I'll say Argentina versus Australia.
Interesting shout. Interesting shout. So thank you guys. Remember, guys, tomorrow I'll see if I can do a watch along. I'll make a decision by end of the day. And so yeah, we'll see. I hope I can see you guys then. Remember, guys, who made it all the way this far, please consider that subscribe button. Like this video if you did enjoy. And thank you everyone for joining the panel. Rank, shout out to Rank, shout out to Sebastian, shout out to Albert, shout out to J2S,
Congrats.
shout out to Mets.
Congrats
And,
to
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah.
Congrats to
Thank you.
everyone who has a team in the round of 16. And congrats to USA also for
Man, Sebastian.
basically going through, which people thought USA were going to be fourth and they finished second. Congrats to USA. And Greg Berhalter will show the master class when he loses 5-0 and USA goes out and AD starts to be really mad and Michael goes crazy.
All right. Thank you for that, Sebastian. Anyways, so yeah, best of luck to all the teams around 16. We wish you the best of luck, and we'll see what happens. Remember, guys, we'll do a quarterfinal stream probably on Wednesday. Tuesday's a bit too much. I can't do it on Tuesday because I got a project to do that day. So Wednesday we'll do it. Wednesday we'll have the quarterfinal preview. So yeah, hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.